This story is going to make you very mad and it may also break your heart. This is everything they're not telling you about this case. This 10-year-old little boy was unalived by his foster mom who laid on top of him until he stopped breathing. This little boy's name is Dakota Stevens. He's 10 years old and weighs 91 pounds. And the person responsible for him no longer being with us today is this woman, 48-year-old Jennifer Lee Wilson. Jennifer Wilson is an Indiana foster mom who had other kids present when this incident occurred. Now, what happened to Dakota happened back in April, but we are now learning a lot more about this case. Initially, Jennifer Wilson, Dakota's foster mom, did admit to sitting on Dakota. It all started whenever he ran away from home that morning to a neighbor's house. Upon him returning, he threw himself on the ground in the front yard before she could get him inside. So as he was flailing around, she said she sat on him to keep him from hurting himself, as she called his caseworker to try to calm him down. However, there is actually footage of her that has been released of her laying on top of him on his upper body. Because of this footage, we know she laid on top of him for over 5 minutes as he screamed for help. And whenever officers arrived, they saw that he had bruises on his neck and chest. They tried to resuscitate him unsuccessfully. And it was not actually Jennifer Wilson who called 911. She had gotten a child at her house to dial 911 as she was yelling at Dakota, asking him if he was faking. She had to roll off of him and then turn him over to see that he was no longer conscious. Dakota was then airlifted to the local children's hospital. He did not survive. His autopsy concluded that he suffered organ and soft tissue damage in addition to liver and lung hemorrhaging, which is bleeding. His cause of death was medical asphyxiation in the manner of homicide. To share Dakota's story, he had been in the foster care system for over 5 years, meaning he had been a foster child since he was the age of 5 and had multiple foster families. After Dakota's passing, one of his former foster parents, Hayden, said, "Thank you for your laughs, the cries, the sleepless nights, the endless memories. Your excitement and passion for everything that you did and put your mind to amazed me." He even went as far as to add, "You're free. The system definitely failed you, my son. Until we meet again, I love you, I love you, I love you." The reason this gut-wrenching case is making headlines again is because Jennifer Wilson, the foster mom, has been sentenced. She received a maximum of 6 years in prison. Her reason for this entire thing happening was because he was acting up.